Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What you're watching is you're watching me walk. I know that doesn't seem super exciting, but if you consider 3 years ago I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for a couple of minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. It starts to get a bit more exciting. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It means a lot to me that you spend just a few moments of your day with me. I would like to ask y'all to help me out just a little bit. Hit that thumbs up. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi, Bob." And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All these things are absolutely free and help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I am 62 years old, and I'm doing things I couldn't do when I was 40. That's right, I'm 62 today. Happy birthday to me. Yay. You know, when I had my heart surgery, I didn't think I'd make it to 58, because I had it when I was 55, and the day before my 59th birthday is when I started carnivore, and I am quite certain by how I felt then versus how I feel now, if I hadn't found carnivore, I wouldn't be here to be celebrating my 62nd birthday with you. I'm pushing up that long first hill, not super hard, because this is the finishing round of the challenge. You know, I started 30 days ago walking this 2.5 mile route that I'm going to walk today, and I timed it. And we'll see just how many seconds I managed to shave off 2.5 miles in 30 days. It's actually been 31, I think. This long first hill is still a challenge, but I think I've made some improvements this month. Is time the only marker of improvement? Well, no, it's just the one I chose to use this time. You know, there's a lot of things we can judge ourselves by. The time it takes us to do something, how we feel afterwards. Lots of different ways. Okay. I'm coming up on that stop sign at the top of the hill. So I'm going to slow down to a normal walking pace here and head on around the block. A couple of things I want to talk about before we get to the main topic. You know, I have gotten a lot of advice from Jonathan over at Carnivore Muscle over the last few years, and he's not doing great. His back has really been bothering him. It's limiting how much he can work. Down in the description, I'm going to put a link. He's got it's not called a GoFundMe, but it's some kind of a thing. So if you've got a couple of bucks and you want to help him out a little bit, that'd be great. Because he has certainly helped a lot of people on their fitness journeys. And he's one of my favorites. So make sure if you have $1 or $2 to spare, go ahead and hit his link. And I saw a post on, I think it was in one of my comments, but I don't remember now. It might have been on a Facebook group. But they were asking about socks and other things for walking. And I have on my good, you can probably hear them going clump, clump, clump down the sidewalk more than the other ones I usually wear. Because as I've been walking longer distances, I discovered that those, I mean, they're very comfortable for just working and doing all that kind of stuff. But for walking long distances, my cheaper pull-on shoes were not giving my feet the support they needed. So I've got on my good hiking shoes today. And someone was asking me about socks as well. This is not sponsored. I don't get paid any money. The brand I found is called Darn Tough. They are 100% merino wool socks that help wick moisture away from your feet when you're hiking and walking. And they have cushions in them that help you when you walk. So you might want to check them out. And when you check them out, you're going to go, oh my goodness. $23 to $25 for one pair of socks? Yeah, well, they have lifetime guarantee that I've seen a lot of hikers honor. If you wear a hole in them, you take the ones in, like I see people on the Appalachian Trail and other trails, they stop at a shop that sells Darn Tough, basically hand them their old ratty pair that has holes in them, and they get a new pair. No questions asked. So it's worth looking into. But that's the couple of quick side notes I wanted to talk about today. And now, it's such a beautiful day. I don't remember exactly what I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, sunshine, vitamin D. Here's a fairly smooth section of the sidewalk so I can take my glasses off. You know, I can't do this when I'm walking a long way. But every morning I get out in the sun. You don't look at the sun, that's dumb. But turn so the sunlight is hitting you on the face and gets into your eyes. No, vitamin D is good for so many things in the body. Don't be afraid of the sun. I think now I don't have any proof of this, because, you know, there's no such thing as experimental human trial stuff. But if you look at the introduction of sunscreens, things to slather on your skin to protect you from the sun, and then you also look at not just the rise of skin cancers, but the rise of many other health problems. They seem to be very correlated. Now, obviously, you know, all of the other crap we talk about, seed oils, processed food, sugar. But I think the teaching people to be afraid of the sun is also one of those big contributing factors. Like I said, I have no proof of this. I'm just an old retired truck driver. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor. But if you look at when the thing started, I mean, you want to see an eye-opening picture? Go back and, pick your favorite beach. I use Myrtle Beach, but you can use whatever beach you like. Type in to your favorite search engine, 1970s beach pictures. Take a good close look at them. That was basically before processed foods got so bad. And sunscreens came out before that, but they didn't really start pushing hard till about that time. And all the other stuff. But look at those pictures, and I challenge you to find somebody that even looks mildly obese. And then, using the same search engine, type in the same beach 2024. It's an eye-opening difference. Am I saying that it's because all those people are slathering on sunscreen? No, I just think it's a possible contributing factor. And I have heard, now I've never been one that burned real bad anyway. I just got one of those skin types that if I spent too long out in the sun and got a little bit pink, by the time I slept, it turned tan overnight. I've never really had a problem with burning in the sun. But even Dr. Berry has mentioned, since going carnivore, used to be if he spent more than 20 minutes out in the sun, because he's a redhead, fair-skinned guy, if he spent more than 20 minutes out in the sun, he'd come in burnt. And now he goes out and works on his farm and doesn't get burnt. There's something in the carnivore diet that helps your skin along with everything else. And getting that sunshine, while it may not be the only key to good health, it's certainly one of the big ones, in my opinion. But anyway, I have certainly talked enough for the opening of this video. I'm going to flip the camera around, show you the rest of this 2.5 mile walk, and I will talk to you as we get back to the house. For now, let's go ahead and cue the music. I've slowed the video down before I turned the camera around because I wanted you to see this intersection. It's beautiful this time of year and gets even more so. Right now, just the irises are up. But as the irises die off, because they're a spring flower, they'll have more stuff that comes up. And then across the way here is another big bed of irises. This one has the more traditional yellow, but it's also got these peach colored ones that I really like. I really like those a lot. Now I've got about a block and a half to get back to the house. One of the things I want to talk about real quick, I've got two more little things to talk about. The first one, for those of you that get your Cerule products either through me or somebody else, from now until I believe it's the 19th. It's not the whole month, but for at least the next week, anything you purchase, you're going to get a coupon back that's basically store credit for the same amount. So if you place an order this month, next month you'll get the same order at no charge. Just a little side note there. Anybody that's buying stuff from me, thank you very much. It's not a lot of commission, but every little bit helps. And then, of course, as my channel has started to grow again over the last month, I've, of course, started to get the whack jobs come back out. I had one guy that said, "You've obviously been in about a 2-year stall, Bob. Maybe it's time to stop listening to all those carnivore gurus and start listening to somebody that knows what they're talking about." Really now? So what you're saying is I should go back to eating all of the things that made me sick in the first place? I don't think so. And what this person does not understand is that carnivore is not a weight loss diet. It's not a weight gain diet. It's a health optimization diet. And while, yes, I've been in a pretty solid 2-year stall as far as weight loss goes, so many other things have gotten better. So many things have healed that I didn't even know needed healing when I started this journey. And I'm confident that once my body, continuing on with carnivore, says, okay, all the critical systems are fixed, now we can get rid of some of that loose skin and leftover belly fat. I believe it with all my heart that it's going to happen. But as I said, I might have even said it in yesterday's video, but I'm going to say it again. Even if I never lose another pound, I am so much healthier today than I was even 2 years ago. We won't even talk about the 3 years ago when I first started the diet. Just the 2 years ago, after I lost my first 150 pounds. I am so much healthier today than I was even then that it's just absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, don't let them tell you the sun is bad for you. Now, am I saying rush right out and spend all day naked in the sun? No. Especially if you've been avoiding the sun, as they taught you to, for decades. Take it slow and easy, just like everything else. You know, I talk about 1% a lot on this channel. And if you're just getting back into the sun, just add a little bit of sun and then add a little more the next day. Just like everything else we do, add 1% each day. Okay, now, I don't know what the times are going to be. I have no idea. But right about here, I'm going to put the time in that it took me to walk that 2.5 mile loop. It's actually 2.48 miles. The first time here. And then after a little bit of a break, I'm going to put this time in here. Now, will it be faster or slower? I don't have any idea. You'll have to wait and find out. You'll know before I do, because, well, you won't actually, but I won't know till I get in and edit up the videos. But anyway, happy birthday to me. That's what I've got for you today, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Don't forget to tune in to tomorrow's live stream. I'll see you then.